I'm Tony Hawk with it, man.
She's gonna figure it out without her on it first. Y'all can learn a thing or two.
Nah, you learn from experience.
What's up, y'all? So for the first time ever, I received an electric skateboard to review.
Oh, no.
Now I want to start by mentioning two things. This electric skateboard came with 2 batteries and it can go 50 miles per charge because of the swappable batteries. And each battery is I think 7.8 amp, 328 watt hour battery. 50 miles per charge on a portable electric vehicle is pretty good. Second thing I want to mention is I don't ride skateboard.
What?
I haven't gotten on a skateboard in like 6 years, and I barely kicked it when I did get on it. Last time I actually rode a skateboard like from point A to point B was back in college, which was a while ago. But I do love and have experience with portable electric vehicles like electric bikes, folding electric bike, and electric scooters. And I was looking for something that's more portable than those two that I can easily take in an Uber. So when I got an offer to receive an electric skateboard, that's why I took it. I also took the skateboard because it has an optional handlebar. So you can kind of ride the skateboard like an electric scooter. So I think this might be a great electric skateboard for beginners. So the name of this skateboard is an Uditer S3 Pro. I think it goes 28 miles an hour. I'm gonna try to test that out, but we gonna see. It has 2 600 watt motors. It has a deck that's a combination of fiberglass and bamboo, which is supposed to make your ride very comfortable. And I think it's supposed to make the board very flexible. It also has Nimbus wheels, which I believe has some level of off-road capabilities to it, which is good because, you know, skateboards, you want to make sure that your wheels is good with cracks and things like that. To purchase, feel free to use my link and my code in the description to get a discount. So what we're going to do is unbox this. We're going to go through the configurations and everything, and then I'm going to test out the speed to the best of my abilities, and we're going to have the lady ride it to see if this skateboard really is good for beginners. So this is what the skateboard looks like fresh out the box. It did come with a few items here. So it came with our second battery here. It came with our battery charger here, and I think it takes 4 hours to charge your battery fully, but I think these batteries have 2 ports on them, so you could get a second charger and it'll take 2 hours to charge your battery. Came with our remote, and it came with a USB charger, and I believe that is to charge your remote control. I definitely can see why they say these wheels have some off-road capabilities. I can even see you being able to use your skateboard when there's a little bit of rain on the floor. Now it does look like they have written the skateboard a bit before they shipped it out. I think that's just to make sure that everything is working on the skateboard. But I am loving the look of the skateboard as a whole. It's just a cool looking skateboard. It does look like it's built more for comfort. Now this is a larger skateboard. It's about 3 feet 2 inches long. It's about 9.5 inches wide here. I didn't receive my handlebar. So in order for my lady to ride the skateboard, I'm going to need a handlebar. So I'm going to reach out to them to see if I can get a handlebar sent. This board is pretty light. With the battery on, it's only about 22 pounds, which is a trip because the maximum weight of the rider is 330 pounds. We're now going to turn this board upside down here, see what's on the other side. Nice design with the flame. Looks like we have our on and off switch here. Looks like we also have a charge port here, so we can charge this side of the battery here, and we have our 2 600 watt motors up here. Now here on the other side of the skateboard we have our removable battery, which looks pretty easy to remove. Looks like you just pinch these 2 in here and the battery comes out that quickly. Okay, that's pretty easy. And then you can swap it out with the other battery here. Then if you want to put the battery back in, you just connect the yellow cord here. And it does go in a certain way. There's a guider here. And then you lay this cord here on this side of the battery there. Then you just click it back in place there. That's it. This box also came with a user's manual here. Let's open this up, and gives us the basics of this electric skateboard. Pretty easy to follow. Camera mount for vlogging. Now you can charge your swappable battery here without it being on the skateboard. You just plug your charger into that slot there. So if you had 2 chargers, I guess you could charge your battery while it's on the skateboard with this slot here, while also charging your swappable battery here. I now want to test out how comfortable this fiberglass and bamboo is here. And this skateboard does have an arrow in the front here that lets you know which is front and which is back. So, which is cool for beginners like myself. But yeah, that feels pretty good. And just for reference, I'm about 5'11", 180 pounds. So we're not going to go through our remote settings here, but we first have to connect the remote to the skateboard here. So the first thing we're going to do is press and hold this power button here to turn the skateboard on. And then I'm going to turn my remote on, and then when this light flickers, that means that the skateboard is connected to my remote. So I'm going to press and hold the power button here. Okay, so you notice there's a flickering red light here, and my Bluetooth icon is flickering there. So on this remote you have your power button, you have what I'm going to call your mode button here, and you have like a throttle here, okay, which you can go this way to engage your throttle and press back to brake. And you can gauge how fast you go by how hard you use this here, okay. So to change your speed mode, you're going to hit the mode button here. You can go from 1, 2, 3, or 4. Look like if you double click on the power button, you can change the direction of your skateboard. So I guess you can decide which way you want to be front and back by double clicking the power button here. So now this way is front, double click it here. Now that way is the front. Now if you turn your remote on by pressing and holding both buttons here, you will go into some advanced settings here. So if I press my mode button and my power button, I have some advanced settings here. So I can change whether I want to calculate my speed by miles per hour or kilometers, and to change the value you use this wheel up here. To go to the next setting, click my mode button. So here we have wheel speed, and by default it's 65. If you want to change the value, again you use the wheel at the top here. Because I'm a beginner, I'm going to keep it at 65. Look like it goes up to 99. And I believe your wheel speed is how quick does the wheel turn to get to the maximum speed. This skateboard also has cruise control, so if you go on a certain speed here, okay, and if you want to go on the cruise control, then you're going to click the power button while you're going that speed. See? So now I'm in cruise control, I don't need to use the wheel up here anymore, but if I want to get out of it, just use the wheel again. We're going to go through some of the basic items on our display here. We do have our miles per hour calculation here, our speed mode here, our battery life indicators here, our brake, and we have our odometer at the top. And it shows us what direction is this skateboard going. And again, to go forward, we're going to use our wheel to go that way. Does that say 36 miles an hour? And then the brake, we're going to go back the other way. So I don't have my handlebar yet, but I do think at this time we are going to charge up the battery. Make sure we have a fully charged battery, and we're going to go outside and try to skateboard out just a little bit. Alright, so we're not going to go through some of the basic features from a beginner skateboarder here. So first, you press up on this wheel here to go forward. Let's see what that's like. And then you press back on this wheel to brake. So now you hit the power button twice, and now when I hit up on this wheel, I go that way. Okay, pretty stable. Then you brake. Try to lean away from the car.
Tony, I'm Tony Hawk with it, man. Put me on mode 0.
We got you. We got you. We're gonna try to be there if you fall, catch you before you hit the ground. See, she's smart. See, she's gonna figure it out without her on it first. Okay. Y'all can learn a thing or two.
Nah, you learn from experience.
Okay, all right. She getting it. All right, brake. All right, brake.
So when I first got on, I was like a little nervous. I thought I was gonna fall, bust my tail. But once I got used to it, it was cool.
It was cool. Did you ever feel like you was gonna lose control?
No.
Okay.
I was always in control of it. I mean, not knowing what I was doing, never rode a skateboard before, so
This your first time riding a skateboard ever?
Ever.
Ma'am, what'd you think? Were you scared?
A little bit. I was very scared.
So it's been about a week and I've received my electric skateboard handlebar here, and it came with these three pieces, this, and this. But it didn't come with any instructions, so I'm going to walk y'all through it. Then we're going to basically replace these screws with the screws that came on my handlebar, and we're going to basically put the handlebar up like this, the handlebar post, and then we're going to screw this front wheel through the board onto this handlebar. And I would recommend using a drill like this here to get these screws out here. So to get these other nuts out, we're going to have to turn this skateboard the other way. Now you can already kind of tell where you're going to poke a hole to get to the screw here. So I did have to use some scissors to gently cut around these screws here. And for some of these you have to use your hex wrench here and put it in this slot to unscrew the nut on the other side here. So I'm going to hold my hex wrench and I have my drill on the other side here. Got that screw out. I'm going to use the wrench to keep that nut in place, and I'm going to tighten it up with the hex at the top here. Make sure it's nice and tight there. Looks like you can take these out to adjust the height of your handlebar. The height that you like, just put both of the screws back in here. Handlebar seems pretty sturdy, so let's try it out.
I can only turn slightly.
Never mind. Brake. You think it's time to put the handlebars on? I thought you wanted to put the handlebars on.
I do.
Why you keep riding without the handlebars? You like it low key, don't you? So, Uditer electric skateboard, what are your thoughts?
I like it. I don't have anything to compare it to because I never rode a skateboard.
What do you think of the smoothness and the sturdiness for somebody who's never ridden a skateboard before?
Pretty smooth, pretty sturdy. You gotta work on your balance.
Yeah.
To like stay on there, but
Yeah.
it's all right. Like I can get the hang of it.
Can you see how this skateboard might be for people who haven't ridden a skateboard before? Not really.
I don't know. Even people that haven't ridden a skateboard before, we would have to sit here and practice.
Practice, okay. But after some practice for like a few hours, can you see a beginner being able to navigate on that skateboard?
Yeah, maybe so.
Okay. So I know this is your first ever time getting on a skateboard, period, but regarding your ride, what would you give your ride on a scale from 1 to 10?
I give my ride a 9.
A 9? Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't have anything to compare to.
Alright, so my skateboarding little cousin, what did you think? Was it hard to get used to the turns on the electric bike?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a
electric skateboard, sorry.
Yeah, a little bit of a learning curve, but like give it like a week or two, just really riding it and just messing around with it. You should get the hang of it.
You feel like you got the hang of it now? I know it's your first day.
Yeah, I was earlier today, and because I've been riding it. But I don't ride electric. This is my first time riding electric.
First time ever riding an electric skateboard?
Yeah.
Okay.
I normally ride the one where you kick.
Yeah. How long did it take you to get the hang of riding an electric skateboard from riding a regular skateboard?
Probably about 6 hours.
6 hours?
Yeah.
Okay. After that, you got the hang of it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. All right, so we have a bit of a straightaway here. I'm gonna try to test out the maximum speed. I'm gonna try. Things I do for this YouTube channel. Start with mode 1. Hopefully y'all can see the miles per hour here. Start out with mode 1 here. Okay. All right. Looks like mode 1 takes us to 6 miles per hour, and to give y'all some reference, I'm about 5'11", 6 feet with shoes on, and 180. So 6-7 miles per hour mode 1. Okay, now switch it to mode 2. We're in mode 2 now. Okay, looks like mode 2 is 13 miles per hour. 13 miles per hour, mode 2. Okay. I love the brakes. Mode 3. Let's see how fast we go on mode 3 here. Feel pretty comfortable on the board so far. It ain't a lot, because again, I'm not a skateboarder like that. 20. I feel pretty comfortable. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. All right, 25. 25 miles per hour, mode 3. Up. Now it's time to switch it to mode 4. All right, we're in mode 4. I don't know if I'll be able to tell y'all the miles per hour because I'm gonna be hanging on for dear life here. And I'm trying my best, guys. I'm not making any promises. Mode 4 seems to be flying, I'll tell you that right now. That's mode 4. I don't feel comfortable looking down, so y'all let me know how fast I'm going here. Alright, that's mode 4. That's pretty fast. Man. Alright, let's do the brakes. Alright. Loving the brakes. Love the brakes. Whew. That's pretty fast. I don't know if I'll be going that fast on a skateboard. So I'm not sure exactly how fast I went on mode 4. I didn't look down, but definitely felt like 28 miles per hour, if not faster. Like it was way too fast for me to be going on a skateboard. But it definitely felt like 28 miles per hour plus. And I felt pretty comfortable, but not comfortable enough to look down while I was riding there. So y'all gonna have to forgive me for that one. But what I like about the skateboard so far is comfort. Like I'm not a skateboard guy, right? But I feel comfortable enough riding a skateboard with the remote in one hand, and I have a camera in the other hand here. So, and I'm in mode 2, and I'm not a skateboard guy. So I think that's because of the wheels. Like the wheels make it very comfortable for you to ride on a smooth surface like this or pavement like this. And I also like the size of the board here. Like it makes you be able to really spread your feet apart here and get low into your ride here, which I think adds stability to your ride. The brakes are not hard. Like they're not soft. Like it's gonna stop you, but it's not a hard stop, right? And it's really responsive with how gradual you brake. So if you brake gradually, it's gonna brake gradually. Even if you quickly try to hit the brakes, it's not gonna stop you and send you flying. Like I love the fact that the brakes are kind of accommodating that the riders might be new to skateboarding. And regarding the battery life, I haven't had any issues with it. I haven't had to change it yet. And I think I've been riding for about 5 miles now. I think I have all my battery bars still. But maybe I'll do a second video where I see how long it's gonna take to run out both batteries on your electric skateboard. I haven't had any issues with the batteries, but I love the fact that my second battery is in my small bike bag. I got it in mode 3. Let's see how we do on this hill. Okay, step down to really get into the board here. All right, no problem. Handling the hill with no problem. Cool. Because I'm new to skateboarding, I'm gonna rate this based on how smooth and comfortable the skateboard felt to me. So on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm on the phone while riding the electric skateboard, and I'm new to skateboarding, really. Like, I haven't really ridden skateboards like that, and I'm not having any issues on the turns here or anything like that. So I'll give this a 9. So comment below on what you give this skateboard on a scale from 1 to 10. Any other electric items you want me to review, also comment below. Thank y'all for watching. Peace. I mean, I'm riding this thing like I ride electric skateboards all the time, you know what I mean? And I'm looking good doing it. Y'all can call me the Black KC9 stat.